Welcome back to IDIOTSYNCRATIC.
Welcome back.
What up, hoes? This is big episode 13. Am I right, boys?
Big episode 1-3.
Big episode 1-3. We're still on 2 hands. One day we'll be off of 2 hands and on to 3 hands.
Wait, how? We can't do... Wait, I'm lost.
And today I'm hosting the episode. Justyn, little bitch fingers.
Little bitch fingers.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's going to stick just permanently. When we started this off, we had like 30 each, but I think that's the one that stuck.
I'd rather be a little bitch fingers than bottom bitch.
And with me is my man, Alex Pseudo, the bottom bitch.
As always.
As always, Mr. Bottom Bitch.
You're welcome.
And
today,
who we got here with us today, my man?
we're joined by Coach Sina Hadad.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, he's here. He's here. He made it, people.
Yeah.
We got him in. We finally got him in.
Looking jacked as always.
So if you guys have seen the recent bonus video we put out with Alex getting slammed into oblivion, it was done by this guy.
I didn't go to Oblivion. I'm right here, Justyn. I'm perfectly fine.
I went into oblivion and I brought you back. You're my bottom bitch. I can't live without you.
All right.
This show cannot go on without.
Can't go on without my bottom bitch.
That's
So on today's episode, we're going to be getting into Dead is Dead, which Alex, go ahead and venture one more guess, my man.
Okay, dead is dead. We already said I'm not going to be able to guess it, so I don't even know why I'm trying to guess, but I think it has something to do with zombies because Justyn loves zombies or something.
You got it. I'm kidding. You'll never get it.
Quit playing games with
Am
my
I playing
heart.
with your emotions?
Quit playing games with my heart.
And we're also getting into PJJ.
PJJ.
Not BJJ. PJJ.
Should we let them guess this time? Or?
Yeah, go ahead and guess.
Or if you want a spoiler, just listen to the audio only version.
That's the version to listen to. This is the version to watch. Just in case you didn't know that. So,
Watch it with your eye ears.
Alex, why don't you give a brief rundown of Coach here? How you got to meet him, what he means to you,
Okay,
who he is.
this is how I met Coach. It was a long and stormy night,
Just like tonight.
just like tonight. About, I don't even know. It's been like, what, 3 years? 3.5?
I think a little over 3 years.
Yeah, so I had moved and I was looking for a new Jiu Jitsu school, and I Googled it, and ipso facto,
Here we are.
yeah, and here we are.
What a great story.
No, but yeah, we'll get into it a little later. That might be a little bit of a spoiler on my interest, but
so?
it obviously has to do with Coach over here, in some way, shape, or form.
Some way, yeah.
But yeah, yeah, he's been my jiu-jitsu coach for a while now, and we'll get into it.
Yeah. It's my first time meeting him, so I'm stoked about it.
Officially,
Yeah.
he was actually at my purple belt promotion. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I saw of you, but now I get to meet you.
Oh, thank you.
you saw of him.
I saw of him. Yes, try to guess what we're talking about.
There is there.
We're so bad at I guess not guessing our interests, because lately we've been pretty good about it. We've been guessing.
Oh,
them.
yeah, you're right.
Like right off the bat, you know.
This is the first time we did harder ones.
Yeah, and it's gonna make so much sense whenever I actually go into it. So today I'm gonna go first with Dead is Dead,
All right.
and what I'm talking about is the Norwegian black metal band Mayhem.
Never heard of him.
I had never heard of them either until like 2 days ago. You know about them?
No, no.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was like, dang, you sound like
yeah.
you know.
I just heard about him about 2 or 3 days ago because I was on another Reddit hole binge, and it's one of the craziest stories I think I've ever heard. So you know how I guess like metal bands and especially like the really heavy metal bands are just pretty crazy people just in general to be around.
Yeah, a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol.
I think it's mostly a lot of just weird attitude. You know.
Mayhem.
Dark thoughts, yeah. You know, just dark personalities, just in general.
Yeah,
I don't think
sure.
it gets any darker than this. So, they're a Norwegian black metal band that was formed in 1984.
Especially in Norway, am I right?
Am I right, boys? They were one of the founders of Norwegian black metal, just in general, in their scene. So, their career was super highly controversial, primarily due to their live performances. And I'm going to get into why those are so just insane. But there was they had a new lead singer join the band in 1988. And his name was Dead. Notice how I said was.
Wait, can I guess now?
Go ahead, guess.
Did Dead die?
Dead died.
Oh, shit.
Dead.
I got it.
Yep, deaded.
That is that.
I'm too bad he's dead because now I can't ask him if he liked the game Red Dead Revolver.
I don't want to ask this man anything ever.
Well, you can't now.
That's why, because he did. Yeah,
It's
Dead's
too
dead.
late.
Yeah, sucks. For concerts, Dead went to great lengths to achieve the image and atmosphere he wished. From the beginning of his career, he was known to wear corpse paint, which involved covering his face with black and white makeup, which kind of spawned the whole, like the really, really black metal guys that have like the face paint.
Well,
Not like Kiss, but
No, I kind of feel triggered because I feel like that's cultural appropriation of
From glam?
Mexicans. No, because we have Day of the Dead. That's our shit.
yeah, they took it.
He stole the sugar skull thing.
These freaking assholes.
We're trying to appreciate our ancestors and shit, and we got this dude trying to make pig noises.
Make light of it, huh?
Jeez.
Make darker the situation.
White people, man.
So how did he die?
So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna lay this whole thing out for you so you can see just how batshit crazy it was leading up to his
Okay,
death.
paint a picture. Paint a picture.
So according to Necro Butcher, who's one of the members of the band, it wasn't anything to do with the way Kiss or Alice Cooper used makeup. Dead actually wanted to look like a corpse. He didn't do it to look cool. To complete his corpse-like image, Dead would bury his stage clothes and dig them up again to wear them the night of the concert. To smell more like a dead body.
Dead body.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a
Dang.
What a nutbag,
what
right?
a twisted
Yeah.
brain, huh?
While performing, Dead would often cut himself with hunting knives and broken glass. Additionally, the band often had pig and sheep heads impaled on stakes and implanted at the front of their stage.
Oh wow.
Why?
Who the hell knows? These people like this aren't normal. We'll never be able to truly get into their
They
psyche.
take it to extremists.
They,
level.
yeah, they're just sick people. Hellhammer, which is the drummer, and they all have like just the most ridiculous names too.
Why did we not have nicknames when we were in a band?
Yeah, Dickbag. Dickbag's a good one.
No, it's not.
Bitchbag.
That's a bad one.
Hellhammer recalls that Dead once went outside to sleep in the woods because Euronymous, who's another member of the band, was playing synth music that Dead hated. Euronymous then went outside and began shooting into the air with a shotgun. There's another member of the band, a bassist named Varg Vikernes. And so I'm wondering if that's like a Norwegian slur of some kind. Because all their names they're really, really weird, kind of
Yeah.
dark on the edge of being offensive names.
Yeah, it probably means like demon in Norwegian
Probably.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Something morbid.
So Varg claims that Dead once stabbed Euronymous with a knife. So not only are they insane to everybody on the outside world, but there's also infighting and in stabbing
each other.
Yes. So they're trying
Dang.
to. Yeah, it's like they're constantly trying to kill each other.
I'm pretty metal. I stabbed myself with a knife.
Yes, you did. It's as metal as
Yeah,
it gets.
to
Hey,
cut
are you
yourself.
are you one of them? Are you one of the Mayhems?
Yeah, you could call me Vlorgen,
What does that mean?
something in Norwegian. But don't look it up. Don't look it up. Just take it at face value. It means something in Norwegian.
I'm gonna trust you. So on April 8th, 1991, which was a month before I was born. So
I was already born. I was 0.
I know, you ass. Dead committed suicide in the house owned by the band.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
He was found by Euronymous, I can't take that name seriously, with slit wrists and a shotgun wound to the head. Dead's suicide note notably read, "Excuse all the blood. Cheers." Yeah, and included an apology for firing the weapon indoors. Instead of calling the police, Euronymous went to a nearby store and bought a disposable camera to photograph the corpse after rearranging some items. One of these photos was later used as the cover of one of their bootleg live albums.
Oh wow.
I'm at a loss for words right now.
Yeah.
This is just
Talk about complete disrespect and disregard for friendship in general. But you know as well as I do that there is a whole different level of friendship that comes with being in a band with someone.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a brotherhood.
yeah.
And I mean, excusing all the infighting, I guess, your friend has just killed himself. So you took a photo of it and you're
used it as
using it
cover
as
art.
an album cover.
Well, I don't think they had any regard for each other. They just whatever they feel like to do, and they do, and I
Yep.
guess they make more money because of that.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel like they're obviously the descendants of Vikings or something, you know.
Yeah, something like that. There's obviously something psychologically wrong with this group of people.
course.
But some of the members sound like decent people.
Yeah, they make Jake Paul seem like a nun.
Yes, they do. not always does your the type of music that you make or
Logan
listen to
Paul.
reflect what kind of person you are. So some of these guys are actually pretty level-headed, but you've got a few of these whack jobs trying to kill each other and taking photos of each other being killed and whatnot.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of how we're talking about how the like Satanist movement,
Yeah.
like they don't even believe in Satan, but they just want to be like
Anti-religion.
anti-religion, and but it sounds like these people really do like worship Satan,
These people,
like with the
yeah.
skulls and all that.
Isn't that
This is
they
dark.
just die for attention in
Probably.
general?
You're probably
They
right.
want to be noticed. Probably if you go to their background when they were little kids, nobody noticed them.
Yeah.
Nobody even cared about them. Nobody.
Yeah, no friends.
They
probably.
didn't have anything to stand more than the others. That probably they were alone. As they grew up, they have all their frustration built up in their mind, and
Yeah.
they start creating these things, and they value people their same mind like
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
each other. I
I
guess.
think they probably had no friends until they united against a clown and destroyed it, an evil clown, and then
So-
they became friends. But that kind of sent them off the deep end.
We just
Yeah.
confirmed that these guys were actually the kids from It.
Oh.
Double confirmed.
Seems like it.
Double
Yeah,
confirmed. Yeah, I
pretty
know.
much.
And how the hell else are you going to be this messed up? I was also reading up on Dead too. I didn't want to just bring him in himself because the band as an entity is far more interesting to me. But I mean, he was like the typical, very introverted, hard to talk to type of sociopath. You know, I think he also hurt animals and whatnot growing
Yeah,
up. But
yeah.
his avenue instead of becoming a serial killer was being in a band. But he took those mentalities with him. So he was also extremely depressed for his entire life.
So
It's just a stew of bad
is
stuff.
this band still active?
Yes,
Oh wow!
that's another thing. The band
Wonder-
is still active,
Yeah, wonder who's gonna kill himself after that,
right?
Or
Oh,
Oh, they should have a
apparently.
death
somebody
pool.
else shoot him.
So the remaining members, and I'll get to who's remaining because that's also an important part of the story. But Necro Butcher recalls how Euronymous told him these names are so stupid. Told him of the suicide. It says, which his real name is Oystein. Oystein called me up the next day and says, "Dead has done something really cool. He killed himself." I thought, "Have you lost it? What do you mean cool?" He says, "Relax. I have photos of everything."
Oh wow!
Calm down.
Yeah, relax. Don't worry. I took pictures. I was
Hey, we gotta document it.
I was in shock and grief. He was just thinking how to exploit it. So I told him, "Okay, don't even call me before you destroy those pictures." In time, rumors spread that Euronymous had made a stew with bits of Dead's brain and had made necklaces out of bits of his skull. The band later denied the former rumor, but confirmed the latter was true. Moreover,
Oh my God,
yeah,
dude.
Euronymous claimed to have given these necklaces to musicians
This is
he deemed
terrible.
worthy, which was confirmed by several other members of the scene.
Wow.
This Euronymous guy, man, he is just the shittiest of the shitty.
He's ruthless.
Ruthless, absolutely. Exploitive, just think of all the bad
My heart-
adjectives you can think of. That's
My
this
heart
guy.
hurts right now.
It's tough. It's tough to think about that kind of thing. You were in a band with this guy. And you just start selling pieces of his skull after you took a photo of him.
Yeah, just imagine this. Alex sit here and slit his wrist and shoot
Cut
himself.
my hand.
And you come in the door. you
Oh, that's
see
pretty
it-
cool.
Well, you see it. The first thing you do, you start picking up. Well, you're taking picture. You're picking up all the little brains that is scattered. That way, you can go use them, make a stew out of them later. Is that
Yeah,
what
make
they did?
a stew
So-
and give pieces of the skull as necklaces away. to
So
other people.
basically, you had no sense of remorse
Mhm.
once you walk out of that door for Alex.
Yep,
Zero.
none.
That's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm glad
Yeah.
that and I already know that wouldn't happen because when I cut my hand, you look like you were gonna pass out.
I look like I was gonna cry. I felt so bad for you.
No,
I
that
hate
would
shit.
just put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah, but
See,
I know how
what
Justin really
they-
would react.
You know how
he'd
empathetic
probably
I am.
pass out.
Oh,
Yeah, he looked worse
Oh,
than
blood.
he looked worse than I felt.
that's pretty bad. So, on August 10th, 1993, Vikernes, which was the basis of the Varg, which means devil or demon or something in Sweden. We just figured that out. He murdered Euronymous.
I thought it was Norwegian. Oh wait, he murdered him?
He murdered
Yeah,
Euronymous.
there you go.
The
See?
bassist murdered Euronymous.
Yeah.
On that,
we should see it's coming.
right? I wouldn't
my
expect
God.
anything less. So on that night, Vikernes and
That's insane.
yeah, Vikernes and someone else traveled from Bergen to Euronymous' apartment in Oslo. Upon their arrival, a confrontation began, which ended when Vikernes fatally stabbed Euronymous. His body was found outside the apartment with 23 cut wounds,
Oh wow,
2 to the head, 5 to the neck, and 16 to the back. Yeah.
Jeez.
that's a lot of anger.
That's a lot of anger. Vikernes claimed that Euronymous had plotted to torture him to death and videotaped the event, using a meeting about an unsigned contract as a pretext. If you cut somebody 16 times in the back, your argument is completely moot.
Well, it's overkill. I mean, he didn't just want to kill him. He had a lot of
Rage.
frustration and rage behind it. Yes,
And it's not like the detectives can't tell that these are, that he struggled or that
yeah,
he was
you
being
defend
attacked.
yourself.
They can see the defensive wounds, but
It's like, oh, it was an accident.
But
And
you
then
got
another
Yeah,
accident.
16
accidentally
slices to the
16
back. Yeah.
times to slap him
Like,
and
I
they
kept trying to
stab-
get up, and I just kept falling down with
Yeah.
the knife and stabbing him again.
and then
accidentally.
stab him in the head again.
A shotgun
make
blast
sure-
to the
yeah.
back of the head. Suicide.
And
Obviously,
it was,
suicide.
It was slippery with all the blood, so I kept falling down and
whoa.
re-stab.
Yeah, let's just stab him again and again and again.
I'm so clumsy, I guess.
I feel sick. I don't like talking about stuff like this.
You should. And I'm going to end it off with this. In May 1994, their album was released and dedicated to Euronymous. Its release had been delayed due to complaints filed by Euronymous' stupid name. Euronymous' parents, who had objected to the presence of bass guitar parts played by Vikernes, who was the guy that murdered him. According to Vikernes himself, Hellhammer. I can't take this serious. Hellhammer assured his parents that he would re-record the bass tracks himself. Being unable to play bass guitar, Hellhammer left the bass tracks unchanged, and so the album features Vikernes as the effective bassist.
Oh my god,
Oh,
The level of shittiness.
that is a
There is
Wow.
there is no
face.
low. There is no ground for them to stop them from reaching new levels of shittiness.
Yeah, as a musician, I feel like you might as well piss on his grave. Like that's so
have you
shitty.
sure they
guys
have.
watched this band play? Actually,
No.
No, I haven't. I'm not into
No.
that music.
I'm not either. And again,
Yeah,
I don't think I ever would have heard of this band if it weren't for this thread. Because the thread was like, "What's the most messed up story you've ever heard about?"
He just finds random shit on,
yeah,
on
but
the internet.
after you hear the story like this, you wonder what they would look like.
Yeah.
What they were
Oh, I've seen what they
doing,
look like, yeah.
what they're like actually how they play their music.
Yeah, have you seen what like Swedish and Norwegian black metal artists
No,
look like? So
I don't think
they're
I
usually
would.
all dressed in black, and they have black and white paint all over their face.
Huh.
What's the name of the band again?
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
I wonder what that means in Norwegian.
Well, literally mayhem. They're just they
Right?
live up with their reputation. Yeah.
Dude. And I think one of the theories about somebody brought up the theory that the only reason that Euronymous took the photo and was okay with it being used for one of their albums was because it would help to push the band's crazed image,
Well,
which it
I
kind of falls in
wouldn't be
line.
surprised though, because nowadays everybody's more concerned about bad news than good news.
Yeah.
If you watch
They look like
all
really.
the news channel, there isn't like they don't say good news, or maybe if they say it, it's very briefly. But when there is a drama or bad news, they talk about it days and days and days, because people they get feed by those things more than the others.
Yeah.
That's so true, Coach. That drives me crazy about.
Well, it brings
People
your
in general.
curiosity, Look at how the language even changed over the years. Like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if somebody want to call somebody, man, you're really good, they say, man, you're extremely well, you're great, your performance awesome. But what they say, man, you're a badass.
Oh yeah, you're
They
badass.
actually
Yeah.
they use the very negative words in a positive way.
Yeah.
Everything changed.
Instead of saying like, "Oh, you're swell,"
oh,
now it's like,
yeah,
"Dude,
you're
you
swell."
are dog dick badass."
or man saying you are a beast. They're not saying,
yeah.
man, you're a really great athlete. They say
Yeah.
you are a beast.
You're a beast.
Everything's it's compared to the most negative one.
Yeah.
That's just how our even language.
One of my
changed.
favorite. Bro, you're the shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's different ways to say that. If you say you're shit, that's a bad thing. But if you say you're the shit, that's a good thing.
Exactly.
That's a pretty apt way of looking at things. I didn't realize that how these what are inherently bad terms have been switched around as good.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, think
pretty
about it.
much.
Or like, I don't know. This is kind of old now, but where the hell did the bomb come from? That's kind of
This
weird.
is the bomb, yeah.
The bomb. Okay. It's going to explode and kill all these people.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
It's like I don't know if that's a good term or not. So they were active from 84 to 93. They went on hiatus after that because why wouldn't you go on hiatus if this is your band? And then they started back up in 95 and they're still going strong today. And if you look at photos of them too on the internet, they're playing to pretty massive crowds on gigantic
I
stages.
believe it.
They
I
look like
believe it.
well-adjusted individuals.
Yeah, see now they do. I'm looking at Necro Butcher.
Oh, God. Here-
But he looks
Look
like
at
a
this
normal guy, you know?
Yeah, and the face there look very normal.
Not this picture, though.
Yeah, not that one. That
With
Yeah.
one.
He's holding up a pig head.
Yeah, that one's very, very evil.
Yeah, there's they got some new members, Blasphemer and Maniac.
Like, imagine he's gonna go in like 2 hours in the stage and have a show, right?
Yeah.
So what he going through his mind? Oh, let me go dig up the dead body.
Yeah, what can I do crazy?
Put all this stuff and smells on me, and then go chop off a bunch of pigs and what else?
I think it's it cut himself on stage.
Yeah, or
He was
go cut
literally cutting
myself
himself
and-
on stage.
Or like, we talked about how, so whenever I joined my old band, that Justyn actually was there, I guess, first for my my audition.
Yeah.
When I auditioned
Cool.
for that
What
band.
did you play?
Drums.
Drums.
Yeah, and he actually still plays in a really good band called Pseudo. Go check him out.
Thank you, my man.
Shameless plug.
Awesome.
No, but yeah, our old band's over. But anyways, I can only imagine like this, like trying to audition for this band. And they're like, "What's your name?" And he's like, Fjord. and they're like, and he's like, I mean, Blasphemer.
All right.
And then
Check.
they're like, what do you play? And they're like, I play bass. And
They're like,
let me hear you. He's like, boom, 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 boom. And they're like, that's cool. Can you cut yourself and then do that too? I was like, I guess.
if that's what it takes, I guess.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Did you by chance bring a pig head along with
Do
you?
you have any pig heads or sheep skin?
No. No, I don't have a severed pig head with me. I don't know if you can make it in this band, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to.
Yeah. If you really want to audition for this band, you have to kill somebody in front of us. And then
He's
we're
like,
gonna
done.
kill you. That's initiation. That's how you get
Eventually.
this band. Yeah, eventually. It's gonna
I know.
happen.
Who wants to join that band after you heard all that shit about them? I feel like they just have knives everywhere too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What if they're just like, dude, what a punk. I wish you were dead. But they actually meant it, you know? Every time they said it, it was like, it was foreboding.
It's a curse.
It's a curse, yeah. Like, dude, F off and die. They mean it. They want you to F off and die. They want you
Yep.
dead. Yeah, so that's my interest. I'm gonna keep it a little short just because I really don't want to read any more about them. I don't want to know
Yeah,
anything
man,
else that
I
there
don't-
is to know about them. But yeah, so we'll say our final goodbyes to Necro Butcher, Hellhammer, Attila, Talak, which I think means devil, right?
I have no idea. I don't know Norwegian.
Worth, it's rest in peace, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Well,
dead.
these are still alive, but
The one there.
I think these are like the stable ones, you know, because Necro Butcher.
Well,
Necro Butcher is he's the one that you see pictured, and he looks pretty normal, just a guy playing bass.
I think it's pronounced Necropature.
Oh yeah, I forgot Norwegian. There's another
Oh,
one
so I
named
don't
Ghoul, and then yeah, rest in peace, Euronymous, Dead. We'll see you later. Mannheim, Maniac, Blasphemer, Gru, Kittle, Count, Blackthorn,
How big is this band? What the-
Occultus,
Jeez.
Alexander Nordgarden.
Oh hell
Oh,
no!
Oh,
there
hell.
you go.
Oh hell no!
Sanrab, Ezag, Morpheus, and Silmaith.
Oh, wow.
Well, it
There's a
sounds
lot
like they
of 'em.
spanned a lot of different mythologies with some of those names. Or
Yeah.
not even mythologies, but like
I feel like I just summoned Satan from saying all those names.
yeah, it kind of sounded like a spell
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
I feel a little scared.
Guess we're Wiccans now.
Not really. I'm all straight.
There you go. You good?
I'm good.
So that's all I got for my interest. Is the shitty, crazy, terrible band. Mayhem.
That was a very
Enlightening.
educational.
Yeah.
I would be mad if I was like ascended from Attila the Hun, and then they're like, I find out that one of those dudes like named himself Attila.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe that's what happened.
or like I don't know if this is racist, coach, but what if like one of these guys were like, oh, I'm Darius or something. You know,
Hey, they're entitled to their their opinion. They can name whatever they
I
want.
feel like it's disrespecting to the memory of like your
There he is.
ancestors.
And what
Oh.
about the Greek god Euronymous? How about that? Isn't that disrespectful?
Yes.
Yep. If I was Greek, I'd be pissed.
What about the Greek god Dead? I think that's a little disrespectful. And don't forget the Greek god Necro.
Quit ruining
Butcher.
our words.
God of Death, yeah.
All right,
So if you had a choice, what would you name yourself?
my son.
yourself.
Oh, myself.
Yeah, if you were in Mayhem,
Like if you
Alexander.
there is an Alexander in here. Alexander Nordgaren.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
why
kinda mad.
Alexander? Like, what's your thought behind it?
I feel like it's a strong name.
Alex Hammer.
He was a conqueror, and I'm a conqueror of sorts.
Of sword?
Of sorts, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you would cut somebody?
No, I conquer the hearts of people
If you're in
with
Mayhem,
love.
you have to cut
If
somebody.
you're mayhem, if
gotta
you're
cut
in that
somebody.
environment, if you
gotta
want to
cut
name
someone.
yourself Alexander,
Oh,
I'm such a good friend.
the gods of swords.
I'm such a
not-
good friend. I would let you cut me as initiation.
Oh wow!
Nope,
See?
I wouldn't do it. I would never be in this band. I would never be anywhere near these people.
Too late. You were accepted.
And also, I wouldn't be a sword.
way out is
I
in a
think,
box.
Historically speaking, I'd probably use like a phalanx, like that spear thing.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
even have to get close to you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Halberd.
Yeah, no, I guess.
What would yours be? What's your Mayhem name?
Oh my
Your
goodness.
mayhem name.
I don't even know I have one. I'm completely opposite. You know.
Bone
Yeah.
Crusher.
Bone Crusher's good.
Yeah, Bone Crusher.
You actually do
sounds
that.
me suit me well.
How about
You
Bone?
literally do that.
How about Bone Eater? A
Ew.
little more mean, a little more
that's
mayhem
nasty.
like. But that's what they are nasty. These are
Yeah.
the grotesque of the
But
grotesques.
remember, yeah, we talked about that. The
You need
nasty
calcium?
it is, that
Yeah.
they look tougher
Yeah.
look, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a bone eater. Bone eater sounds pretty cool.
Real
Or-
museum of freaks.
Or
Freaks
like
here.
that guy, collector, you know?
Yeah, I guess if it has to be nasty, my name would be like Skull Shitter. I guess.
Skull shitter.
Skull shitter.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I think mine's gonna be Tooth Decay. How about that? It's pretty good, right?
No,
Tooth decay.
I will
That's not scary at
be
all.
Like a Persian
What's-
hammer, so.
Persian Hammer. I like that.
What's scarier than Tooth Decay? That's
Syphilis.
terrifying.
You would be syphilis.
Syphilis is pretty
No.
good.
That's scarier than tooth decay.
Syphilis syringe. I give it to you. I give it to you.
Broken glass or something.
Broken ass.
It's just,
Cool. Now we got new nicknames for us.
my mom said I can't be on this podcast anymore.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
All right, my
you
man.
should worry about your wife first.
No, she doesn't care. She's a avid listener.
Yeah, she likes this kind of stuff.
She likes
this is the
it.
kind of
Cool.
shit we talk about all the time.
Yeah,
I don't think
Oh,
people
okay.
understand this, but this is not a bit that we're putting on. This is the kind of stuff we always talk
This is
about.
our personality. Literally, just us. Like, actually, I think that us just talking is even better than.
This.
Yeah, we haven't quite mastered being 100% ourselves yet, but we're getting close.
It's still a
Well-
little nerve wracking.
Well, you guys try to filter a little bit because it's not just you and him
Yeah, for
hearing
sure.
this. It's
Yeah.
other people hearing, obviously. So you would never be 100% because you always have to think about
Maybe a
what
little
you
bit.
say.
Yeah.
But when you talk with Justyn, you and him, you don't have
Yeah.
to think about what you say. You just say whatever
Yeah.
you want.
And it's not like we're like dropping N-bombs or anything.
Yeah,
It's
no.
just some of the stuff we say is questionable, but it's this is us. This is
Yeah,
what
it's
we talk about.
yeah. I mean, we're cool peeps.
Yeah. All right, Skull Shooter, your turn. What's your interest of the day? PJJ.
All right, PJJ stands for Persian Jiu Jitsu because I learned Brazilian Jiu Jitsu from
From
a
Persian. Yeah. How is that, all right?
But you know what? So Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I'm gonna get into the history of it a little bit. Started out right way back in the day. I mean, you can help me out with this. Way back in the day, the samurais had some kind of martial art, and then they broke it down into different martial arts, and I think judo was one of them, right?
Well, judo is invented by the gentleman called Jigoro Kano, who was an inventor of judo. But the reason he invented the judo before judo actually was Japanese jiu-jitsu.
That's what it was. Japanese Jiu Jitsu.
He was a very small, like lanky, small, skinny kid, and he will be picked in the school a lot. So what he did, he was always going home with his scars and bruises. So he started study for the surviving in the school. He started studying the jiu-jitsu, but the jiu-jitsu techniques, Japanese jiu-jitsu, they are on their feet and joint manipulation. It was hard for him for such a small frame. So he started developing the throws. So, and then as he grew up, he started developing more and more and more. And that Japanese jiu-jitsu is branch out to judo.
To judo. And then fast forward, like, I don't know, some years. We have
Years after, yes. sir.
Maeda, right?
Yes.
A judoka from Japan.
Yes.
He was in Brazil he was a businessman or something. And I guess go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I guess the Gracie family helped him out in some way, so he started training the sons, 4 of them, I think. Right?
Well, in very years ago, actually, before he started teaching, Japanese were very proud and about their judo. So what they did, they didn't want any other country learn judo. So what they did, they started teaching the United States Army as a private lessons only for those people. So, and then when he traveled to Brazil, and as a favor to what they're doing for him, he started teaching him. But it was kind of like a privilege to have teaching him. It wasn't like, oh, there's a bunch of people teaching judo to the other people, let's just do it. So it was kind of very, that time was very secret to not teach it to everybody.
All right, so now we have the Gracie family learning this judo. And then we got a young and sickly Helio Gracie, who I guess...
Helio.
Yeah, Helio Gracie. It's a soft H whenever I say it, 'cause I talk fast. So he wasn't big and strong, so he had
No, he wasn't either.
You said he was sickly?
I think so. But so he kind of learned by watching his brothers, but he had to sort of adapt all the techniques to
His sickly body.
his sickly body. He had to rely on really good technique, and
He was very smart though in his behalf. It takes a lot of study and attention to start developing something out of your thoughts and what you know. You just have to start thinking outside the box at that time, you know.
right. And he used a lot of sort of philosophies that are not really in a lot of other martial arts. You know, if you think of like the structure of the body, base, just a lot of different things that really took jiu-jitsu to what I think is, but I'm kind of racist because not racist, but I'm sexist or whatever. No,
Fanatic.
You're gender racist.
Yeah, I'm as a practitioner. I think it's the legitist, but I think it's what is a samurai sword level of honing of grappling. Would you say so, Coach?
I believe it. I strongly agree with you.
Yeah. So that's kind of just the background of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu itself. Oh yeah. Also in the 90s, they brought it to over here. The Gracie family did, I think, and then it's been in Brazil for a while. Yeah, it's in the United States, and then
overall, it's a very young sport compared to other martial arts.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very, very young, and it's fast developed because of how practical this sport is in the matter of self-defense. And as you see, those martial arts, in my opinion, is one of the very few translate to self-defense in most highest level.
Right. Yeah, and that's why it drives me crazy about that. Okay, let me get your opinion on this. Probably skipping around. Why are you smiling at me like that?
Go ahead.
You already know what I'm going to say, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you ask him then if you know what I'm going to say?
Hey, is jiu-jitsu karate?
Yeah, you want to piss somebody off that did jiu-jitsu?
It's so funny. It's so funny because I've always said that to him just to make him mad, and we have people now that listen to the show. They're like, "Yeah, jiu-jitsu's karate." One of the reviews that's left for us on iTunes is it's totally karate.
Yeah, that's all it says.
Yeah, we only laugh about it now, but yep, it really, really makes the jiu-jitsu practitioner upset if you
Just
say
because
that.
like ignorant people, like not. I mean,
They're
not
technically
ignorant in a bad way, but ignorant as
Yeah,
in they don't know.
We're gonna
Exactly.
we're gonna clear that up for everybody right now. If you ever hear the term ignorant, it means that you just don't know about it.
No.
It's not a derogative. If you use it like a
Exactly.
derogative, you're an idiot. You're ignorant. You dumb ignorant idiot.
Then
Idiot.
you think it's ignorant, yes.
Yeah, no, yeah. That comment was ignorant. Sorry.
Yeah, but you know, like we wear gis and stuff, and you know we have a belt system.
Well,
but-
they call them pajamas, right? We
Oh,
wear
yeah, pajamas.
and
They do?
yeah, I've heard people
yeah.
say
Oh, yeah.
that. Yeah,
Well, you mean ignorant people.
yeah. You put
ignorant
ignorance.
people, yeah.
you put pajamas on and
I'll
roll
put my
around with a bunch of men,
pajamas on.
with a bunch of sweaty
Yeah.
men.
Hey, do a jujitsu kick with your pajamas on.
You roll around on the ground with
That's
some
an
sweaty men.
That's an
Mhm.
ignorant. That's what they are.
Yep,
That's what they do.
that's what they do for real.
Yeah, a lot of people call the gym and they say, "Is it a karate school?" You know, I swear, I said, how did you get our phone number? He said, well, on your website. I said, is there anywhere in the website that says karate? And he said, I don't know, but
I don't know.
You got the clothes on.
You know, I stopped just talking about it and argue about it. I say, yes, what can I do for you? You know,
Yeah.
Does it take every ounce of your strength to hold back?
used to
What you wanna say to
used
them.
to, not anymore. Like right now, I'm just so past that.
Yeah.
I just
Just let it go.
the moment they say, "Oh, what do you do?" I say, "Well, I do jiu-jitsu." I don't tell people because the moment they hear you do fighting, all of the sudden they want to relate it themselves to you.
Oh yeah, that drives me
Oh, I'm a
crazy.
fighter. Oh, okay, I never take the classes, but I fought a lot when I was younger. I
was gonna
said,
say,
dude, that's
I got to a fight in elementary.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
a fight. That's a cat fighting. If you
Yeah.
never fight, what do you makes you think that you can actually fight? You know,
Yeah.
you never take any classes. You never know how to fight because you have a heart and you scuffle with a bunch of other kids. That doesn't make you fight. You know,
Yeah.
but I quit telling people because I know what the response is. And I don't wear clothes that shows that I do any kind of
Oh yeah.
jiu-jitsu or any kind of martial arts because I'm afraid of the response I would get and the people. So I rather to be anonymous
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
general.
Spoken like a true master.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I mean, but yeah, with me, I always get people who, you know, I'm a little tiny person.
Yeah,
right?
they
So
don't take you seriously.
They don't, and so they're like, oh, you can always just see their eyes working, you know, and they're like, oh, you do what? And they're
Yeah.
like I never try to talk it up because I don't even
Yeah.
want to show you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, show me something. I'm like, no.
Exactly.
you know,
You're gonna end up
Go-
in the damn hospital.
Go try a class, okay?
There you go.
Go try a class. Stay for a week.
And you're not like a friggin' circus monkey, dance monkey, dance.
Yeah, I
No,
know, but because
not
like
doing that.
I weigh like 140 pounds, and you know, coach could tell you, you know, I could take down a dude who's 260, you know, but I
Yep.
don't go around saying that. But I have people who are like bigger than me, and they're like,
What you try it on me, bro?
they're like, I can best him.
Try it on me, bro.
I could best him.
Because they always people in like 200 years ago, they think the size it's demand that how good you are. That's why you see all those gyms, they try to look bigger. And for whatever reason, when they get bigger, I think they get that delusion because
they're
they're
tough.
big, they're tough.
Yeah,
But hey, that doesn't have nothing. Your size of your arms, your size of your chest, it look good, but that doesn't make you a fighter. It just like when the people say, "Oh, have you taken any classes that you actually know how to punch, how to kick?" I said, "No, I know how to punch." They
Like this.
They think they do know, but they don't know.
right.
Yeah.
Or some of them, they were in the military and they thought because they did a little combative in military, all
Yeah.
of a sudden they're fighters or they know
Yeah.
what to do. So they go in the gym, God knows whatever they do, any kind of enhancement to get their body bigger. All of a sudden they get that delusion that, okay, I'm big, I can't take this guy's 140 pounds. So, but that delusion, they tell themselves so much. You know, when they lie to yourself so much,
Yeah.
you start believing it. So they live in that delusion. And the moment Alex goes say, hey, yeah, I do this. They just try to say it. They never go at the gym to try it because they afraid of getting exposed.
And sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we have a meme in the jiu-jitsu. They're saying mat is like a mirror. You say you can't see your reflection through your performance. So if you really think you can fight, well, go and fight. See
Get on
how
the mat.
well you are. Exactly.
And that's the thing is like those dudes with super big egos, they never last because they can't handle the very first day when a woman destroys you.
Yeah,
you know?
the pride get hurts.
Yeah, because like if you don't do jujitsu and you go against somebody who does, it really doesn't matter. It's like you're a toddler trying to talk to somebody who's a professor at speaking.
Yeah, I
They
saw
don't know how to
the
speak.
meme a while back and was on one of those jiu-jitsu wall. It was it was very nice. I just liked it very much. It says the land is my ocean and I'm a shark. So in this ocean not that many people can swim.
Oh yeah, that's good.
They are like a shark, but they do it every single day. They practice to be able to fight. So obviously the people that they don't practice to fight, so they might know how to fight, but they cannot perform on that level. So compared to others, people that they don't know much, maybe the size doesn't matter. But when you compare it to the people who train, I don't think the size would change anything,
Right. And that kind of makes me I'm actually skipping around a little bit. I was actually wanting to go into your life a little bit.
Sure.
If it's all right with you,
Of course.
So you've had a really colorful one. Jiu-jitsu wasn't your first martial art, right?
No.
Judo.
Yes, I started jiu-jitsu in 2000 when I came in the United States.
Okay. So but you've been doing judo since
8 years old.
8 years old. So you've been grappling your entire life.
Yes, I'm 50 years old. That would make it 42 years.
42.
Holy shit, you're 50?
Yes, sir.
I did not know that.
Why? Because he's so jacked?
Yeah, you don't look like a 50-year-old.
Because his hair is perfectly coiffed?
Oh, yeah, right.
Also, I'm American.
Yeah, wow.
50-year-old Americans look way worse.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Got them Persian jeans.
There you
Well,
go.
it's all about
What'd you buy?
what you eat, how you eat exactly.
Oh, yeah. You eat really well, huh?
Yes, I do.
I noticed. Man, I'm getting fat. Sad. Drink too much beer.
Hey,
Yeah, but what?
you
Yeah.
enjoy of it.
I do.
I'm with you, my man.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I'll never give up that beer.
Uh,
There it is.
there it is. All right. So you've been grappling your whole life, coach.
Yes, sir. 42 years.
So how long? When did you found Ironside? When did you found that mug?
Oh,
Oh,
well,
you founded Ironside?
Yeah, it's his
Ironside?
school.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Yeah,
I did not know
Ironside.
that.
Well, my last name it means iron. So Hadad, it's the
Oh.
person who make iron. Iron Man basically.
Oh, okay.
What a fitting name.
Yes, and then
Like a blacksmith kind of.
Yes, and we were with a friend of mine. Well, actually, it was the time. Yeah, it was my ex-wife. We were talking about it, and we were trying to find the name that kind of match up with my last name. And she said, "Oh, there's this word Ironside is in the Bible." So I do believe in God strongly, and I thought, well, what a blessing is to have our business be blessed by God, and we use the name Ironside, and that back then nobody had that verse from the Proverbs 27:17, as it says, as iron sharpen iron, so one man sharpen another. So that was actually mine. Nowadays you see some other gym they use that meme as well.
Yeah.
But in 2007, when I made this for my motto, my gym, and our website, and nobody even knew about it. At least the people in martial arts, they were trying to do
And
this.
I think especially with jiu-jitsu, I mean, some people might say that CrossFit has a similar vibe to it, but I wouldn't know. But especially with jiu-jitsu, nothing against CrossFit, but no, like in
Everything against
jiu-jitsu, we really are kind of a a family type unit. We
do. We share the same interest, and the fact that you Justyn mentioned you guys play the band. You guys spend so much time together. You guys go through probably each song hundreds of times to find the right tune. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Probably thousands of times.
yes,
To find the wrong
spend
tune.
so long time and so much effort to make that. So when you do that, you do the same thing jiu-jitsu to create that technique that you want or be able to execute it,
And
you
to hone that craft, right?
Yes, and you train with your partner, and your partner is helping you to grow, to be able to be successful to that level. I guess that established that brotherhood that you guys were talking about, and
Yeah.
it's very, very strong because as much as we all joke with each other, as you see at the gym, there is a line of respect that nobody crosses us. So not
Absolutely.
me as a coach, not these guys as a student. So we have utmost respect for each other, but at the same time we make so many jokes, so many funny jokes. We laugh because the intent of it is just have fun, but at the same time we stay away from all
Right.
those disrespectful comments.
And also the sharpening aspect, because much like, not only are you my teacher, but as when me and you roll together, you don't just try to destroy me.
Absolutely not.
You try to lead me in such a way that I'll learn while rolling
Correct.
with you. Which rolling is what we call sparring, by the way. And I do the same for newer students and me. People who
Absolutely.
and it's obviously just because a lot of people have famine mentality. They just want to win all the time.
Yes.
But I personally believe that if there's people who maybe don't know as much as me, if I can bring them up, then I'll be surrounded by better people, and it'll
Yes.
only bring me up.
Absolutely. That's what the legacies are, and that's why when the new people come in the gym, I'll make sure they roll with you guys, that you guys can be helpful, can be gentle, that they don't get injured. They might not have a body awareness as much as these guys are, so they can help him. They can lead him. That's what the legacy of each gyms, I guess, are to teach others what you've been taught, and just being just do what you love to do and help other people as well.
For sure. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I have maybe just two more things that I want to talk about. How do you feel about sort of the evolution of jiu-jitsu with all these newfangled guards that are coming out?
Well, evolution, in my opinion, it's important in everything. You upgrading. Like, nobody likes to, some antique drivers maybe, but nobody likes to drive the car that they don't have a Bluetooth, they don't have this, they don't have that, they don't have a airbag for safety, or all the other features it has. So if we would not want the evolution, we wouldn't have these cars nowadays, right?
Right.
So because the purpose is to make your car is more convenient and better. So, but again, sometimes things get out of proportion, like what extremist comes, some people come and take that evolution, then it's spoiling it. So evolution, the sport is good, it's revolving. I strongly recommend it, that everybody be skillful and try to learn, but you have to find that line between, okay, this is reality, these are just plain stupid,
Right.
So if you find that line, you can use that to your benefit. It's like computer, it's like this camera, this microphone you use. I don't know, some people can abuse the use of this when you guys use this for doing a lot of goods, it's I do believe evolution is really important.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the rubber guard?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what's it called? The rubber guard?
Rubber guard, yeah.
Yes, basically it's just pulling your joint out of the socket.
Oh my god!
Most
Is
extreme pressure.
Yeah.
I mean,
is it actually a useful thing?
No,
or-
it's a form of
No.
closed guard that you got to be like really flexible to do. But
Oh, so okay, you're consciously pulling your.
no, not literally.
Oh,
It
okay.
just means like, yeah. I mean, it
yeah,
seems like
you do pulling. You man,
Oh,
look,
maybe, yeah.
you turning your knee
Mhm.
out of the normal
Oh.
position they're supposed
Yeah.
to be, and you stretch them so much. What do you think to those ligaments? You stretching
my
those
God.
ligaments. You know,
Yeah.
everything in jiu-jitsu, I think should be based on leverage, gravity, right?
Mhm.
And basic anatomy. So what part of your anatomy says you have to grab that legs all the way twisted 90 degrees over to put it different places? So
Oh my god!
it's some flexible people be able to do it. They might not feel the pressure at that moment, but if as they get older, they don't have that flexibility.
I was gonna
and-
say, the years of wear and tear probably really affect them later
Yeah.
on in life. Right?
Absolutely.
No matter how flexible you are now.
Yeah, and then hey, if the technique is not based on right angles and right posture, well, it won't be a perfect technique. So those
right.
things, your legs doesn't have a right posture. I mean, your legs doesn't meant to bend that way that far. So I think it's very unpractical, even though some people use it.
Oh my god!
But if they feel the resistance, either they injure themselves
Mhm.
or eventually they will get injured. So that's my opinion about it. And as you see, how many world champion you see that they play rubber guard? Name one. None.
I don't know.
None. There is none because it's not practical on that matters. You know?
Right.
If I lock yourself, I lock you in the position you can move, and I lock myself that I can move, then
Yeah, it does. Like you can't
no.
transition out of
No, there is no transition, and therefore there is no flow. If there is no flow, there is no techniques exchange. You
it.
know?
Right.
These are primarily my opinion.
I agree, though. That's why I
lot
never-
of people, they have their opinion about it, and they play it. They might have very success with it. So
Mhm.
that's their part. Me, I've been on the mat for 42 years. I can tell you, if you're not doing those things in the right way, you would not last 42 years on the mat.
And there you have it, folks. No, but I agree. I never was really, even though I'm kind of flexible compared to most people, I was never really interested in it just for the sheer fact that it doesn't, it goes, rubber guard goes to rubber guard and it can't transition to anywhere else. Whereas like
Absolutely.
every other guard, is a system. Even if you
True.
think of closed guard, arm bars, triangles,
Yes. Has to be linked.
chokes, right?
Has to be easily linked to the other guards. If it's like, when you have a gun, you try to upgrade it. So if you cannot upgrade that gun, obviously you cannot like get the highest performance of that gun you have. But when you be able to upgrade it, that's why there's so many things to modify the guns out there to make it better. Not that the gun doesn't shoot by itself in the beginning of it, but when they modify it, they make it better for
Mhm.
the purpose they want to use. So same thing as jiu-jitsu. Maybe it's not like your close guard won't work, but if you have something, what if that doesn't work? Your next option, your plan A, B, C,
My boot
they're
knife.
linked up. There you go.
Do you think rubber guard has the chance to actually move into more standardized use? Like not full on rubber guard, but aspects of it maybe. Maybe only slightly bending out of the way of anatomy.
Well, I've pretended like I was doing rubber guard to set up a triangle before, but I think that's about it.
It's
You
just
know,
like a fake out.
If I just like
That's it.
throw my leg up real high like in a high guard,
Yeah.
Yeah, again, you can use like inverted guard. We had so many people that play inverted guard primarily. inverted guard when they're upside down, their back, and the legs over their head.
Oh, like on the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that put a lot of tension on your lower back and your lumbar disc. So if somebody put the weights on you, and there's a lot of people play that, but eventually they would have a lower back problems and causes injuries and lower back. So disc problem, then that's because you put a lot of tension in the angle that you're not supposed to, right?
Yeah.
So if you do that, your chance of getting injured a lot faster, it's more than average, because you put yourself in that position to you're more high risk of getting bad pressure. And you see over the time, I know many of them actually, they had a lower back problem and they end up to have a surgery at very young ages.
Yeah, it looks like a backward scorpion. You know?
Yeah, it's
You're welcome.
I mean,
Looks
it
painful.
might be at some point of your game, I do that you might have to get that position to get out, but that's a different story. Then you started from that position, you stay there for a few minutes every round. That really damages your lower back. Don't you agree?
I do,
Alex?
yeah, for sure. As someone who actually plays a lot of inverted, I've had like a couple of scares where I'm rolling with some big guys and I go inverted just off of
Instinct.
yeah, and it might have tweaked it a little bit and I had to kind of walk it off, and I'm like, man,
Yes. Now
it can be dangerous,
Imagine you do that every day, and because if you're a professional jiu-jitsu player, you do it every day, multiple times a day, and each time you do multiple rounds. So imagine all that over the period of few years, what's gonna happen to your lower back.
Right, yeah. But I use it kind of like how you were saying, I use it probably more than most people, but I don't. It's not a key part of my jiu-jitsu in any.
Well, again,
way,
everything has to be used, but
To what
overusing
degree,
them.
I guess.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I think I'm a jujitsu now. I understand.
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Now you go.
So
now I
jiu-jitsu is
go.
a karate then, huh?
Well, I mean, where are the kicks at?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I don't know if you guys caught this, but I did a judo chop on Dylan in my little
Yes,
video.
yes, I did saw that.
That was a
one.
judo chop.
Yes, exactly. You know what the funny part is? Judo doesn't have any chop at all.
I know. That's
I
the
don't know
joke.
when even
Judo chop.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
even that judo chop came, but
I want to say it was like James Bond fault or something.
Yeah,
it was some
probably.
1960s movie. Probably.
I remember it in Austin Powers. Judo chop. Judo
Oh, yeah.
chop. Yeah.
yes,
Jiu-jitsu kick.
You can't forget the jujitsu kick.
That drives me crazy. All right, the last thing I wanted to ask you about, Coach, is mastery. Right? They say to master something, you have to spend 10,000 hours doing it. And I can honestly say that you're probably the only person I've ever met who's probably done 10,000 hours in something. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I can't say how many hours it takes. I don't have that statistic, but what I know is the more you do, the more efficient you get, and the more faster you get. Faster with the efficiency, it causes you being very graceful to whatever you do. If you play the guitar, if your fingers glazing on the guitar rather than me like a Einstein, like a Frankenstein, my fingers doesn't even move.
Mm-hmm.
So mine,
42-year
yes,
jiu-jitsu fingers.
it doesn't move gracefully. Therefore, even though try to play the same song, which I would never be able to, it doesn't look graceful, right? But once you do it so much, so long, every fiber of your body has that muscle memory, and you do it so gracefully, even they'll look good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how many hours it takes. I don't know how many years it takes, but efficiency is a byproduct. I mean, the speed is a byproduct of the efficiency. How you get efficient by the repetition. So it's like you driving. When you're driving, are you think about when you when you have to push the brake, you counting your distance. No.
Hell no. I'm thinking about what I'm eating for dinner tonight.
Exactly.
Thinking about getting off this road. Hey, Coach, I actually have a number for you.
Sure.
How many hours you've been doing it? It is 367,920.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So there you have it.
I just did the math for you. You've been doing it for 368,000 hours.
368,000
I don't think it means nonstop.
Non-stop your entire life.
You're doing it right now, Coach.
300. Yeah, see, look at that. That's
Yeah.
another. You've been here for about 2 hours. That's another 2 hours to add on to that.
But yeah, the more you do, the better you get. Like anything else, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Slow is fast and fast is smooth.
Exactly.
I forgot where I heard that from, but
Me.
have no mind. I know where that's from. I forgot. No, it's a Tom Cruise movie. The Last Samurai.
The Last Samurai.
Yeah. You
What
know?
did he say?
It's like a part where he's like, he's
When
trying
he
to learn
was
the sword.
learning the samurai sword fighting.
And he's like, too many mind. And he's like, mind of sword, mind of opponent, mind of self. And he's like, no mind.
No
and,
mind.
And he's like, no mind.
Well, I guess they were trying to tell him focus.
Yeah. Or
stop thinking about everything.
What I think is, like flow, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let
just
the
let it
instinct
happen.
take over.
Yeah.
Nice,
That's
okay.
very, very true.
All right.
Coach, I didn't realize you'd been doing it that long.
Yes, I started it and I loved it. And again, to me, it's not about I'm beating up somebody or I'm be able to beat somebody. It's about the art and how much I can accomplish, and it's a challenge of it. Like it's exactly like you're playing the chess, so that you predict every movement and you can control it and you can move with it and you can see it before it happen. Those are the beauty of this sport for me has been. And if I tell you I'm absolutely in love with it, I'm not joking. I've been doing this. This is my business too, but I love what I'm doing and I do it and gladly with all the pain and joint. You know, as I said, I'm 50 years old, so the body aches here, there, and injuries happen, but those are, I guess, part of doing it, you know, and doesn't bother me. Every time even I get injured, not me, I guess we all share the same interest that you thinking, the moment you get injured, you're thinking, oh, when can I get back to the mat? I can't train tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's actually a common thing for jiu-jitsu players to like hurt themselves again because they want to get back too soon.
Yeah, they don't think about that moment that the knee blew up or the ankle tore up or they broke their arms. They think about, oh, I can't train tomorrow. I can't train this week.
So it's that much of a passion.
It's that
the
much
only
of
thing
the
that's on your
passion.
mind is trying to get back to do it, as opposed to
Yes.
I broke my tibia.
Yes.
Yeah, as soon as I've experienced that before. Not like breaking a bone, but like hurting something and be like, oh fuck, I can't go to practice.
You've told me that before. You're like, man, I'm gonna be so far behind now because I'm gonna miss 2 weeks or whatever.
Yes. And this is not just me. Almost every jiu-jitsu player that I know, they exactly think the same the moment they get injured. Oh, I pop my ribs. How long, coach? How long it takes?
Oh man,
6 weeks. Well, man, I can't train for 6 weeks. What do I have to do? You know, everybody think about when they can get back on the mat.
All right. So I think that's a good place to end off on it. I mean, we could sit here and talk about jiu-jitsu for 3 days if we wanted to, but and actually, you guys will probably get tired of hearing me talk about it, but I don't really care. So.
Is it every episode?
Where's my racist?
Oh shit, sorry.
This guy's an asshole.
There we go.
Tell you what, if you get tired of me talking about jiu-jitsu, I'll refund your $3.
Never ever forget that, people. This is free content for you, assholes.
Yeah. So, Coach, thanks
kidding. We
again.
love you all.
Oh, you're welcome.
I think talking about jiu-jitsu with a true master here, a true expert here to help me out was pretty sweet.
Remember, you're a
Well,
certified
thank you.
master. 368,000 hours you've been doing
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's like triple the time. You're like a triple Dan.
It's actually like 300 the time.
Oh,
well,
I don't know. I don't math.
again,
Justin.
I never counted the hours. I just like I wake up in the morning, try to do that day. I don't think about tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I wake up, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
And that's why we're here.
one
We're here to
after.
count for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Someone's got to keep track.
to do the math because I can't count.
Yeah, I can't either. I hate it.
All right, we got some voicemail today, huh?
Hell yeah, we do. Coach, did you have any final words about jiu-jitsu, about how
sir, no.
hilarious we are as a podcast? Most importantly.
Well, you guys are awesome. Great company, great podcast. And thanks for having me here. That's for sure. And this all was, again, that was my thoughts. Hopefully nobody get offended by it. And
if they do,
yeah,
they can stop listening.
If they do, we'll refund their free dollars.
Yeah.
These were just my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of good athletes out there, and they might not be agree with me with all of it. But hey, they can have their opinion, and if I get a chance at some point, I would definitely try to make it more convincing by the conversations.
I think you're respectful and open-minded enough for somebody to respect your opinion.
Of course.
And that's all that matters.
Yes, sir. Jiu-Jitsu wouldn't be here this day if they were not for those of people that think outside the box. They would be same Jiu-Jitsu which happened 170 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it'd be all Kimuras from side control.
exactly. So those people that definitely they put a lot of thoughts to it and they come up, and I'm grateful for it, for what the Jiu-Jitsu came.
Yeah.
So for the people, they think outside the box. But again, you just have to find that balance. Too much outside the box, or just the
or
Yeah.
too inside the box.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to find the right balance of experimentation
correct.
and the basics, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the
Okay.
basics are important.
yes, open-minded. I think the key, it's everything you want to learn. It's be open-minded.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
believe, you know, if I don't know anything about computers, I'm the first one to admit every time. So if somebody come tell me, hey, do you know you can do this with a laptop? I said, I don't, but since I don't know, I'll take your word for it and I'll try it. So I guess the key to learning always every day is just stay open-minded and don't get too caught or too let your pride stop you from learning. So
Absolutely.
God told in the Bible many different occasions that you have to be skillful. So you have to, every day you wake up, try to make your skills better.
There you go. Look at that. That's a tip for you not to be idiots.
Yes.
Be open-minded, like
yes,
us
sir.
idiots.
So when you're open-minded, you really give it a thought. So if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. You know, it doesn't work for you. But put your effort to it. Do your best. And if it doesn't work, doesn't work. You know, if it works, then you'll do. Again, sometimes you just have to put really effort to it, not just want to quit and give up and make all the excuses for your shortcoming. You know, and like 6 months old baby, he tried to get up and walking, and he kept falling down. He kept falling down like your baby in future.
Yeah.
So he never sit down and say, you know what? I don't think walking's for me.
Guys, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, you
This
know,
walking stuff is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never stop trying
Yeah.
to, like, by the age of year or maybe 14 months when they're developed, they start taking the steps, you know, and after that get better. So the key is not quitting and put all your effort to it. But again, there's so many sport for so many different tastes. It's like food. Not everybody have to love jiu-jitsu. There's a powerlifting, there's a CrossFit, there's tennis, chess, golf, basketball, football. People have a different taste. People have a different interest to different things like food. So they're perfectly entitled to do what they want to do. But whatever you want to do, doesn't matter what it is, just do your best and do your hardest to be really successful.
Do something.
Do something.
Good job, coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was
Yeah.
a perfect way to
Great
end
way to
off
end it
on
off.
that, for sure.
Look at that, man. Drop some proverbial proverbs on us.
See, man, this guy just sheer wisdom.
Yeah.
Sheer wisdom.
Yeah.
I feel like I could just shave some wisdom off and put it
Yeah,
on my
you
salad.
do.
Can I have some of your wisdom, please?
Yeah,
Please. All right. Well, coach, Thank you again for those proverbial proverbs that you have slammed on top of our heads.
Oh,
I'm trying to use jujitsu things I can think of.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you failed horribly.
You cross-guarded our interests and our hearts.
I think a cross guard is a part of a sword. There's no swords in jiu-jitsu.
Are you sure?
I don't know, coach.
Well,
Swords?
I don't know.
don't know
Not
either.
that of my knowledge. So
That's a good answer.
It's a good answer. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. We've got a shit ton of voicemails. I think that's the only way to describe this. We have 6 voicemails to go over.
Six
voicemails, yeah, a shit
right.
ton. So let's go ahead and get started off with
Strap right in.
the first man. And these, I forget what it's called, the dictation or whatever.
Mhm.
It's hilarious because they're completely, I've listened to all of them, but they are completely wrong every time.
Oh,
my
yeah.
So here's
goodness.
number 1.
Well, hello there, little bitch fingers and bottom bitch.
Damn it.
That's us.
This is Mr. Gobstopper Garbage and
He's trying to give himself
calling
nicknames.
to say, I guess y'all convinced me to watch this Rick and Morty poop sack. Because I've been trying to avoid it for so long, but now I kind of want to watch it because I have no idea what y'all are talking about. And the other reason I called was to say that bottom bitch does smell like shit.
Confirmed.
I don't
Thank you
smell
for your
like
time.
shit.
Kind words.
That's a complete.
Bottom bitch.
What do you say?
He
No,
said,
that's fake news.
He said you smell like shit. Like confirmed. I'm sorry, confirmed. You smell like shit.
No, it's not. Just because you say confirmed doesn't make it confirmed.
We have another source confirming this.
No, he
Quicksand
doesn't
Graves
count.
was the first one to do it. And
I told Quicksand Graves he can come rap battle me anytime.
rattle bat me.
I'll rattle bat him too.
All right,
I'll do
hashtag
both
rattle
of-
bat.
I'll do both of those things. You piece of shit. I
here's-
smell perfectly fine.
And here's the second one.
Hey, Mark, excuse me. I'm on my way to 3768. Kind of got hung up. It's raining out here. I'm on my way into Dallas. Jerry's
What the heck?
probably going to be calling you to find out where I'm at if you can't get a hold of me, I'm sure. So, thought, whoa. Man, I just got a wreck right in front of me.
What the?
This guy ran a red light and hit 4 old ladies in an Impala. Just kind of clipped them and turned them around right in front of me, man. That was close. Oh, now this guy's getting out of his car. He's got a white shirt on with a tie of cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's throwing his hands up there like it was their fault.
What is this?
Oh, hold on. He's going over their window. She's rolling down the window.
why does it call you?
Oh, is this a wrong number?
I think she's spraying with pepper spray, man. He's on his face, and he's on his feet. He's getting feeding with an umbrella.
What's
I'm gonna get the house too.
What the hell is this, dude?
One woman with a little black boat. She's kind of hugging him, man. She looks like a sundown pig.
Oh my goodness.
I can't even understand it. A cattle prod? That's all I heard. Is it almost over?
No. That's enough of that.
What was it? Was that a wrong number?
Probably. He's calling to tell us that. Okay, so what I got from him was this guy hit an old lady. He went up to her window. She pepper sprays him and then beats him with an umbrella.
And then a cattle prod was.
And
in
something
there
about
somewhere?
a cattle prod. Yeah, maybe he got prodded while she was beating the shit out of him with jujitsu moves. Right? Am I right, boys?
I mean,
Yeah, we don't
maybe.
know. Maybe karate.
Here's the third one.
I'm just calling you back to let you know that
Well, thanks for calling in.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
We
I
also
guess.
have one. No, we have one from the famed Amanda.
Okay, so I'm on my way home. Once again, I listened to the podcast 2 days after it actually released because I'm
Bad
very
fan.
busy and
Tisk,
listen
tisk.
to other podcasts too. Sorry.
Bad fan.
Oh, how dare you!
I'm not calling out Alex on like me thinking that he can't beat the game. It's just that he
Oh,
has
'cause I
never
can.
played the game, and I'm giving him the opportunity to be able to play the
Very
game.
magnanimous.
Oh, well, thank you.
However, on your little, I guess it wasn't an interest or like your little newsy bit. It was like before, whenever Alex was kind of ranting about like being the youngest one, and I kind of wanted to rant just a little bit on that because us being these millennial kids that are actually almost 30 years old, it kind of sucks to be us because everybody thinks that we don't know what we're doing.
Oh my God, that's a good point.
I am constantly being called out, like at work, for being this millennial kid and always being on
Entitled
my phone and like with technology and everything. But I'm actually pretty good at what I do, but they don't see that because I'm like 20 or 30 years younger than them, and so they just think of me as being a kid, which totally blows. But anyways, let's plan on y'all getting drunk, I guess, off of stuff and coming to my house to be able to play PT because it would be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I want to see it. I want to play
and
it.
I should get Alex's phone number just because I have Natalie's phone number. It doesn't mean that I'm going to text her about Alex.
Oh my God, wrap it
because
up.
That would be weird. I text Natalie about random shit and it's not Alex. Anyways, bye.
Yeah, get over yourself, dude.
I feel like she owes us like $50 for letting her like voice her.
That was an ad spot, basically.
No, I feel like a therapist at this point, listening to her problems.
Well, she said she was
I'm kidding.
ranting. So.
Yeah.
But it's
No,
it's
but
true, man.
that is
It
a really good
so
point.
true.
Coach, how do you feel about millennials?
No comment.
You know what that
There it is.
means.
But you are open-minded enough to understand
Yes, sir.
that.
Yes.
No, but
Some millennials
here's the thing,
are
though.
actually good at what they do.
Here's the thing. We are technically millennials just by the cutoff of the age or whatever. But I do not count myself in these like self-entitled, like these dumb kids who don't want to work.
Tide Pod eating asses.
Tide Pod eating asses. You know what I'm saying? But
Hashtag
we
Tide
just,
Pod eating asses.
we just get thrown into that and like supposedly we're ruining the workforce and all that that bullshit, which like I work harder than old people that next to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
True.
At my job. I don't know about other jobs. That's a good point, man. Good job. Good job.
All right. So, yeah, that was number 4. Thanks again, Amanda, for calling in. It's always a pleasure hearing you kind of make fun of us sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Thanks for your ongoing support. Even though you do wait 2 whole days to listen to the episode.
And you listen to other podcasts. How dare you? All right. So, here's one from a very familiar voice.
Oh, they didn't answer. Morty, they didn't answer.
Oh, is that Rick?
It's Rick
I
Sanchez.
don't want to try again. No.
Oh.
This is high.
This is high.
Rick C137, Zeta 12. Yeah, your show really sucks. and the best thing was ball fondlers. And yeah, you guys just think way too hard about something way too simple.
That is true. We do.
Morty, get that out of your mouth. Morty, no, you're not supposed to eat that. Damn it! I gotta go, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Fuck.
He actually called back.
So sorry about that, guys. Morty was chewing on glass again. So I just gotta bring it up real good. I've got one question for you guys that I think you should address on this week's show. Do these nuts count? Gotcha.
Yeah, that was a good one.
This bit doesn't work without a counterpart. Shit. Ghost in the jar, what do you think?
He just keeps going.
No, that's stupid.
All right.
He's getting feedback from Ghost in the Jar.
This has been a real time.
Tell him to email us next time.
And wubba lubba dub dub.
Yeah, there's the catchphrase.
And that's
There
the
it
way
is.
the news goes.
Thanks for calling in, Rick Sanchez.
All right, that's all of them,
C137.
right?
That's all the voicemails we have. We got no emails. Come on, people. Let's get some emails. What you doing, huh?
All right, thanks for those voicemails, guys. If you want to call in and leave a voicemail and tell us what you think about us, or if you want us to talk about stuff, or Apparently, if you want to accidentally call us and tell us a story about an old lady getting in a wreck and killing somebody with a cattle prod, you could do it at
682-422-9458. And yes, you can call in with more impressions if you want to.
I guess.
I love him.
No, that was pretty good. It really did sound like Rick Sanchez,
That was
even though
amazing.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
It's Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez. Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
All right.
We hope Morty's doing okay. I know you said he was chewing on glass.
Also, if you want to email us, though, I'm just going to cut you off because I don't care about that.
IDIOTSYNCRATICPodcast@gmail.com. Prayers for Morty. Hashtag prayers for Morty.
Hashtag prayers for morning.
There we go, everyone. So we got our 3 hashtags for this episode. Hashtag rattlebat.
There you go.
Hashtag Tide Pod eating ass. I'm sorry, asses. And then hashtag prayers for Morty.
Yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe,
Share.
comment, review, share, all that stuff. Special
Follow.
shout out to Arthur Harris, who also trains with us.
Yeah, man, he's been with us from the start.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's been a real soldier in the idiot army, and everything we post, he likes it, shares it, spreads us around to all his friends. So this
Very
is
supportive.
very supportive. Special
Yep.
thank you to Arthur.
Good job, dude.
Yeah, good job. And one more thanks, Coach, for coming again. We
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it. You're a great guest.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it was great
For
having
sure.
you on. If you guys want to see Coach in action, check out the latest video that we put out. It's the very first bonus video we've put out. And it's a day in the life of Alex.
Yeah, or something like that.
No, that's exactly what it's called. And you get slammed into oblivion. It's great. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Also, if you're local in the Bedford, Euless area and you're interested in, maybe trying us out, we got what is this? 1 month of a limited class
Yes, sir.
for a gift certificate, special. Ooh, free rash guard.
Yes, sir.
Special promotions going on at Ironside Martial Arts, located in Bedford, right? Bedford.
Correct.
I get confused by that whole area. But yeah, you can Google us and Ironside Martial Arts.
Yes.
Yeah, give us a try if you'd like. I don't know. Jiu-jitsu is not for everybody, but I think it's for a lot of people, and I think everybody's life would be better with it. That's just my opinion.
Absolutely. I agree.
Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to plug, Coach?
No, that was it, actually. You
Cool,
guys
cool.
did it all.
Justin, what about you? Do you want to plug anything?
Jiu-Jitsu kick!
All my friends have